Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone joining in. Welcome to Sharks Fan TV with myself, Humphrey, joining in this semi-final preview show. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching my videos, guys. And I'm just releasing this just before the game. The game is today, actually. It's 4:30 kickoff, and you guys, I hope we enjoy it. I hope we really go there and play ball and come out with a victory. So this is a preview show. Before we get into it, guys, I just like to say thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. Your men really appreciate it. Please keep on sharing the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new to it. Also leave your thoughts, leave your whatever in the comment section below, good or bad. We'll come to them. We'll always respond. So let's get into it, guys, without further ado. Today we want to discuss, or I want to tell you about the Sharks form that we go into, the Western Province, how we go into the game head to head, and we'll look at the team news as well. We'll look at starting 15 and a bit of side news as well. But yeah, it's the semi-final, Currie Cup semi-final. We've reached it finally. I just gotta remind you guys how we got there. So I'm pulling up a stat. Western Province last 6 games in the Currie Cup. Now, granted, they played 5 games this season. Sharks versus Western Province was supposed to be the final game, but it got cancelled due to COVID. It was supposed to happen on the 7th of January, which is 2 weeks ago. So they played 5 games this season. Also, us, we played 5 games because we were supposed to meet each other at Johnson's Kings Park. But looking at their record, they won against Cheaters on the 2nd of January. That's the only game they played in 2021. Then they had victories over Griquas and Pumas, 34-17 in Griquas, 28-14 in the Pumas. Then they lost to Lions in the second game, which they played in November. Lost also to Blue Bulls, 20-22. And then we go back to last season in 2019, where they lost to Cheaters, 33-38. And they didn't even get to playoff positions or playoff spots in last season's Currie Cup. So this season they've improved. They are getting into the semifinals, and they're playing almost their final game at Newlands. We're going to touch about it in the bit of news I just spoke about. So going into this game, you see they've won their last 3 consecutive games. Then they lost the first 2 games of the season, of the Currie Cup season. So they come in with a bit of form, and we should be scared of them. The main player that they always used to employ is Timsville. And last match, Sia Kolisi, their captain and the Springbok captain, missed the game. But we're going to touch that in the team news as well to come. Looking at the Sharks form in the last 6 Currie Cup games in the season. Remember, I told you we've also played 5. Our 6th game was supposed to be against Province, but we couldn't make it because of COVID protocols, especially on the Sharks side. We won 47-19 to Griquas, but then we lost to Cheaters and the Lions. 10-37 to Cheaters and 12-27 to the Lions. We won against Bulls 32-29. That was an exciting game, and I thought we're really gonna kick on from there, but we lost the other 2 games. Then the opening game against Pumas, we won 45-10. In 2019, we lost in the semi-finals against Cheaters 30-51. So it shows that we've been in the semi-finals in the 2 consecutive seasons. In 2018 as well, we reached the finals. I'm going to talk about that just coming up. So this shows like we are going into this game with 3 wins as well and 2 losses. Granted, our two losses. The form is a win and a loss in the last three games. Against Western Province, they have 3 wins in the last 3 games. So we have to be really, really uh, on point when we go into these semifinals games. Head to head, let's look at head to head, guys. Western Province and Sharks, we all in the last 10 games we played, we've won 7, both of us. We've lost 3. There have been no draws. And here's an interesting fact, guys. Did you know, like in the last 10 games we've met, we've all won 5 each. Province has won 5 against us, and we've won 5 against them. So in the last 10 games, it's barely anything to take out of it. But here is where you separate the boys from the men. When you look at this stats, more stats here on head to head. In this 2020-21 season in the Currie Cup, Western Province have an average gain of 2.6 meters, and we have an average gain of 2.1. Goes to show you that they really know how to run. They really know how to gain the go over the advantage line. So we have to be very, very careful, very cautious with them. We have to employ very good defensive tactics. Having said that, they also have a strong defense. See in their set plays, lineouts won, it's 80%, 78. So it's barely similar. Scrums, this is where we lost the last 2 games against Cheetahs and against Lions. We really struggled in the scrums, especially when we had Thomas Dutoy out with injury. We also had our locks being interchanged, and also our flanks. They were not stable like they were in and out. Aston Fontaine was given a chance to replace Hiron Andrews in the lock, and we couldn't see him in the scrumming, in the racks, and so goes to show you they have a stronger rack. They have a stronger scrum, 62%. We have 50%, and they've attempted 68 tackles. We've attempted 84. We've been so defensive this season. Of course, this was our game, even in the Super Rugby before the lockdown. We were employing a lot of counter attack, and it was working in our favor. So we've continued with that, showing that we've really tackled, and our defense it's really working hard. In terms of discipline, they have we barely the same. They have 11. We have 12 penalties conceded. No one has actually been sin binned on their side. On our side, I think it was Marius Lowe who was sin binned for dangerous tackle, but that was against Bulls. But that game we won as well. Now, here's where I said we're going to go into a little bit more stats just to, liven this semi-final game. We'll look at the last 10 finals. Shows you how important we are when we meet Western Province. We've been, since 2010, we've been in the final 6 times. From 2010 up to 2019, 10 finals. We've been there 6 times. They've been in the final 7 times. So that shows you that they can reach a final, we can reach a final. And in 2010, I'm just going to point out where we met with them. In 2010, we won 30-20. In 2012, we met again. They won 25-18. We won in 2013, 33-19. And then we go all the way to 2017, where they came to Kings Park Stadium. It was called Growth Point by then. And, guys, I remember that game. It was really, really hopeless. We tried everything we could, especially in the second half. We could not break them down, and they just ran us ragged. So we lost that game at home. But in 2018, we got our revenge. We met them at their home in Newlands, where we will play today. And we won 12-17. I remember Corinne Bosch being the fullback, the Dupree brothers, and we really won that game. It was more kicking than and more penalties. I think there was 1 try in the game, if I'm not mistaken, it was our try. Um, or or they also had a try. I can't quite remember. But yeah, I was so happy, and as you can see, that image right there shows you how much it meant for Sharks to win that finals. So this game really points to a final. It's supposed to actually be a final game. We're meeting in the semi-final. So make no mistake, guys. It's really gonna be a tough game. It's really gonna be hard. And looking on how the way we went in, going back to the previous head-to-head, it shows that they're going into this game with a lot more firepower, with a lot more stats on their side than our side. Granted, some of them in the set pieces they are fairly similar, but they go in with a very good record. So we have a record. They won against us at home. We beat them in their home. So Newlands, we've won a couple. We've won in 2013, like I shown you. We won in 2017, and that just goes to show you that it's something achievable, you know. So let's go there, guys, and hopefully we get a victory there. And I'll be so pumped up if we go into the finals. So let's make it happen. Now, team news. Before before the team news for Sharks, I'm just gonna say Western Province, at least one threat has been, although I don't wish any bad to happen to any player. Usually I like a full strength opponent so that it measures our strength as well. But, gives us a small boost somehow. But not in the sense of, what I'm talking about is Stephen Kitchoff from Western Province. Their prop has been ruled out due to COVID-19. I hope he's just self-isolating and everything goes well. We've had this problem also in the Sharks camp. So I hope everything goes well for him. He comes back strong and no any further symptoms. So our thoughts and prayers are with him as he stays out of this game. But they still line up. They still make a very strong lineup, should I say? So yeah, and our team news is everyone is fit. We've been self-isolating for 2 weeks. There had been a very large outbreak of COVID. I tried to look and research, but people were, they were tight-lipped. They couldn't tell us who was who. So, but you make a guess. Usual suspects. People are indisciplined, and we need to discipline. COVID is real, guys, and hopefully these guys come in much fitter since they've been resting for a while. But then they don't have ailing symptoms from the COVID. So we have a fully strength team. They also have a fully strength team apart from Stephen Kitchoff, like I said. So I'm expecting a very strong game. But let's look at our lineup, guys, and let me know what you think about it in the comment section below before the game. So we'll go in with the props of Ox, Nche, and Thomas Dutoy comes back. Fezon Bata keeps Kieron van Vuren in the bench. JJ van der Mesht and Ruben van Heerde are our locks. So we haven't seen Hiron Andrews come in yet. Henko Fente and Dylan Richardson are our flanks. Number 8 is Skumbuzo Noche. 9 is Sanele Noamba, our scrum half. Replaces Jaden Hendrickse, who played the last game. Certainly started the last game. And then we have on the open and blight side wings, Sbu Nkosi is back, and Yao Pengle is keeping his spot at 11. I thought Werner Koch actually was supposed to come into the blind spot, but Yao has done well. Credit to him. He scored a couple of tries in the last game against Requas. Marius Lowe and our number 10 is Colwyn Bosch. Then we have Marius Lowe and our captain, Lucanio Am, in the centers. Then Fassi is our fullback. Now, Fassi has played only one full game after his injury, and then it's the semi-final, so he needs to really be up there. These guys they have a very good squad or players who can kick the ball properly. And let's go to them and see who I'm talking about. We have in their props we have Ali from Mark and Franz Malherbe. France is a Springbok, so I expect a very tough outing for Ox and Thomas Dutoy. Then their hooker is Bongi Bonambi, another Springbok. Um, Salman Muerat, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct, but Salman comes in, is their lock with JD. I'm just going to say JD. Then their captain, Sia Kolisi, and Johan Dutoy, they are their flanks. Number 8 is Joanna Augustus, who's been playing really well. I think he's in for a shout for Springbok if he's not Springbok, especially in this coming tour in the Lions. But we have to keep the likes of him very, very quiet because there is a very good ball carrier. And as you saw, there is a lot of ball carriers in this team. So I'm just looking at Franz Malherbe, looking at Sia Kolisi and JD. They are very strong. I've watched some of the Western Province, and they gain advantage easily using their forwards. Then going into their scrum half is Herschel Yantis. He's been in and out. He hasn't made a noise this season like how he did last season. So Herschel Yantis, but he's still a threat. Timsville is who I was talking about. This guy is just coming up properly, and he has a good kicking game. But I'm gonna pull up a stat right now, just in the middle of this team news. I'm gonna pull up a stat. Those two guys you see right there, Timsville for Western Province and Cohen Bosch for Sharks. They actually Cohen Bosch has 80% kicking accuracy, and Timsville has 62 to 64%. So he misses a bit of kicks here and there, and we also know that Cohen Bosch has a mule for a boot. So when we rely on a kicking game, I'm depending on Bosch to come, especially to have more numbers than Timsville. But Timsville is a big threat. So yeah, Tim is their number 10. We go into their wings. It's Angelo Davids and Sergio Peterson. Then we have Ricas Pretorius, and Dan Duplessis, who are their centers. Then Damien Willemse is their fullback. Damien also knows how to kick, so I think they will share with Timsville. So I just wanted to bring that up to see what you guys think about the Western Province team. Of course, Stephen Kitchoff is out with COVID-19, is self-isolating. For us, we have a fully strength team, and we just look at the replacements who can bring another advantage when it comes to those dying minutes. After 50 minutes, a bit of fatigue is kicking in. We can bring in the forwards. And for the Sharks replacements, we have Daniel Yosta, Mzamo Majola, Michael Kumbirai, Aaron Andrews makes to the bench, Tembalani Boli, Jaden Hendrickse, Jeremy Ward, and Manny Libok. So there is no Werner Koch, who I think Aaron Andrews has come and replaced. I think we've gone for more forwards than backline in our replacements. Then their replacement is Karan Tubeni. This one actually really surprised me. I thought he was going to start. Leon Lyons is in their replacement. Netling Fauche, Chris Van Zyl, Ernst Van Rijn, Jaco Kotzier, Paul De Vet, Ruan Nel, Sazi Sandy, and Tristan Leeds. Those are the replacements for Western Province. Once again, our team, I'm just going to go over it once again. Oxenche, Fezo Mbata, Thomas Dutoy, JJ van der Mesht, Ruben van Heerden, Henko Fenta, and Dylan Richardson. Remember last time I said who's going to start, but they're both starting. We have Skumbuzo Noche, Sanele Nohamba, Yao Pengre, Cohen Bosch, Spoon Kosi, Marius Low, Lucanio Am, and Apelele Fasi. Sorry. So that's the starting 15. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Um, what you think about the game and how do you think it will go. Your score predictions. Let me know about your score predictions. Tell me what you guys think, who's gonna win, and let's go Sharks. I wanna meet the Bulls in the finals, or because I remember there's a Super Rugby final in 2010, our first ever Super Rugby final, and they beat us. So I still have hard feelings, and I want a revenge. So the cup is ours. Like I said, it's ours. So let's go for it in this semi-finals. And that bit of news that I was talking about is Newland Stadium. Is Newland Stadium last game gonna be today? Let's make sure it is. Let's make sure it is. Like we've been saying, and it's been in the news always, that Newland Stadium is gonna be demolished, and that place is gonna be renovated, or other things coming in, other development coming in, and Western Province and Stormers as a franchise are gonna move to the Cape Town Stadium. So this will be their last hurrah. Western Province will want to go out with a bang, and let's go and spoil their party, guys. I hope we do. I hope we do. But yeah, we're gonna see the last of the last of Newland Stadium, and I hope you enjoy the game. I'll come out with a post-match review as well, a small one, and hopefully things go our way. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. But we have a strong team, so guys, keep it black and white, guys. Nothing else matters. See you soon, guys, and enjoy the game.